What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Steel City Motors and another vehicle highlight. As you can see, we are looking at a Santa Fe. This is a 2017 Santa Fe, and we are jumping into this vehicle highlight with one of the more popular newer generation Hyundais that we have here on the lot. As you can see, a lot of these newer generation facelifts definitely did Hyundai some good. This Santa Fe is part of that, so let's get into this girl today. So as you can see, the styling is definitely a lot better on these newer generations. The upper 20 teens and the 2020s, they definitely got a facelift all over, from the lights to the lines and the body styling and the wheels as well. Everything is just so much less clunky and so much less kind of gaudy mom car-ish, grandma car-ish that used to be a big problem with Hyundai before. They used to just kind of be regular little blobs in traffic, and they're definitely standing out and looking a lot more like the modern SUV and crossover market really demands, with a bit more stylized lines, a bit more sporty, a bit more upscale, just everything that the consumers want nowadays. They're really trying to keep up with, even on really simple models like this. This Santa Fe is actually pre the 2020 facelift, and the 2020 facelift is absolutely wild. I'm actually so excited to show you that one. Like, this one, she's still a bit basic, but she is clean. She is a lot prettier than her predecessors, and I'm really excited to get into this one. But oh my gosh, y'all, when I jump into that 2020 here in a moment, y'all are going to be like, whoa, did Hyundai just do that? And I'm really proud of that company for consistently upgrading what they have been kind of lacking on. Let's hope that they keep moving forward with that, and let's get into some of the interior features. So one thing that I do absolutely love with this generation that they started out with pre-2020s is the interior facelift, so to speak. Look at how beautiful that leather appointed interior is on this car. How many multiple kind of trim tones you get with this interior. You've got the brown, the black, the brushed metal, and the wood grain right here. I mean, it is super duper upscale. It looks beautiful. The lines are very fluid. You get the very comfortable shifter that you know and love from Hyundai. A nicely, generously sized multimedia screen up there. Very intuitive, simple dual zone climate control. Intuitive and comfortable, ergonomically designed steering wheel with all of the controls for cruise control, calling, and multimedia, positioned in kind of a nice V shape. There's not anything in too many different places, and it's really easy to manipulate when you're driving. Typical driving and lighting controls off here to the left side. Same thing with like the heated steering wheel, hill start assist, different driving modes, different lights, and park assist. It's just all extremely intuitive, and you can see the upgrade to the analog and digital system right here with that cluster. Beautiful clean crank, by the way. Everything about this car is just upgraded from the last generation in a very intuitive way. Also, massive panoramic sunroof, y'all. Absolutely massive. Look at that. Just like on our limited edition Sonata that we have on this lot, this has an absolutely massive panoramic sunroof to it, which I think is a really cool move from Hyundai. All of their panoramic sunroofs are absolutely gorgeous. They're huge. Here is the different settings that you can have on the middle here of this cluster, so that's really nice. It's not too busy, but it really displays everything you need it to display. When you close the door, everything is really comfortable. The lines are really fluid. You feel like you're sitting in a car that's a lot fancier than your regular kind of, you know, run-of-the-mill crossover. It really feels super nice. You can see how much room there is in the back. We're actually going to take a closer look at this, but there is variable recline to this rear row. That's something Hyundai is known for as one of their typical features, and it really comes through really well here. All-weather floor mats, as you can see. Just the entire feeling of this vehicle is just super nice. Getting into the multimedia system a little bit closer, you can see the typical menus that you have here. This is a BlueLink compatible SUV. Hyundai is known for their BlueLink. That's their connectivity system. It's got Android Auto and Apple CarPlay down here, so that's really cool. That's one of those must-haves for me personally. And not everything is on your touch screen. You do have analog buttons here as well, and that to me is really nice, because a lot of times not everybody wants every dang thing to be on that touch screen. You want to be able to have some control over with the buttons, and this vehicle provides a perfect balance of both of those. And it even has a disc changer up here for anybody who still kind of just wants to jam out to their different mixtapes or their different CDs. A lot of people do nowadays. Also, another thing that I really love is the heated and ventilated seats down here, y'all. This is another major upgrade that I absolutely love. And you have the different camera views right here and the park assist. When you go into the backup mode, you have a 360 camera, which is why we have this button right here. You can click it to switch between different things if you want to, but it's really cool. Like, you get a really nice kind of choice of what you want to do with this camera system. And that used to be a really high-end, really kind of rare system that Hyundai is now implementing in a lot of their vehicles, even the more flagship baseline models like the Santa Fe. Alright, before we jump to the back seat, let's take a look at this gorgeous panoramic sunroof all the way open. It's beautiful, it's unobstructed, it's super wide, super long, it's almost all the way down to that back window. You have almost this illusion of having the top off on this vehicle, which I think is really cool. I mean, just look at how beautiful this interior is designed. Hyundai honestly really did something with this. Like, the driving and the passenger experience in this vehicle just feels so much more luxurious and so much more like, oh, I want to spend all day in this car if I, like, even if I really don't have to. Like, I want to take this car on a road trip, I want to take this car to work every day, and that's something that Hyundai did super duper well. Another thing that you notice is getting out is the different seat presets and how well designed the seat controls are, and how nice the little running boards are. They're all marked Santa Fe. The all-weather floor mats are standard. They are Hyundai's own floor mats. So as you jump into this back seat, you can see another beautifully designed door panel and the tons and tons of room back here. I typically keep my seats, as you already know if you've watched my reviews, moved all the way back. I am tall, I have long legs, I need to have my seat moved all the way back, and you still have a ton of room back here to just hop in. I am almost 5'10". I have the same leg length as my 6'2" husband, and I'm seriously, like, this is me slumped all the way back. I can sit down and still have a ton of room back here, even if the other person has their seat moved all the way back and is reclined. So that is a huge plus. We've got this armrest with the pop out cup holders, which is nice because it gives you more room on your armrest. You've got some climate control back here for your vent for anybody who's in the back, and we have that typical Infinity sound system that we know and we love about the Hyundais. They also even have a little bit of a Santa Fe badge right here on the door. Very pretty touch. Finally, behind that power tailgate, we have a lot of room. This is a specifically Santa Fe Sport model, which used to be not as fancy of a trim, but you can see that they've upgraded this significantly. You can see the difference in the variable recline. I left that intentionally to show you the different levels of recline that you can get with this vehicle. And you have a ton of storage down here. You've got this compartment for your tools and your accessories, and then you have another hardtop fold back organizer down here. So not only do you get all of those cubic feet of cargo space, you also get stuff underneath, which to me, that's a win-win. And you get those big Infinity speakers back here too, and levers to fold down your seats as well, so you don't have to reach under the seat to do so. Look at that, tons of room. Alright y'all, this is all I can squeeze into this video, so thank you for joining me on this highlight. Y'all have been amazing. Thank you so much for the support. If you want to come down here and check this car out, we're at 1011 Old Cedar Grove Road here in Moody, Alabama, off of I-20 exit 144. Y'all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on the next one.